everyone, and welcome to Draft Dreams, an Inside the Birds presentation profiling small school NFL draft prospects chasing their big dreams. I'm your host, Andrew DiCecco from InsideTheBirds.com, and with us today is Dai'Jean Dixon, a playmaking wide receiver prospect from Nicholls State University. Dai'Jean, how you doing, man? Thanks for taking some time to sit with us.
I'm all right, and I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited to talk about your draft journey. So, Dai'Jean, you're from Louisiana. You went to Edna Carr High School where you played football and basketball. Anyone who's seen you play football would be able to sort of tell or see the basketball element to your game, the above the rim mentality and contested catch, sort of proficiency that you carry yourself with. Now, how did basketball really help shape your skill set?
Well, since I'm a bigger guy, I'm able to use my body. I'm able to use my arm length, and I played big man. When I played basketball, I played the 1, 2, the 3, and some of the 4. Attacking the ball once it come off the rim, that's a rebound, and that's what we were big on. We were big on getting rebounds, playing defense, and being disciplined.
Now, did you get any looks out of high school for basketball, or was it all for football?
They were all for football.
What were some? Go ahead.
I had hoop dreams, but I found myself, and football is my gift, and I'm gonna take full advantage of this opportunity and the gift that God gave me, and I'm gonna run with it.
What were some of the schools that you were torn between, and what led you to Nicholls State?
Well, Nicholls State was my only offer. I had interest from other schools, but a dream school that I always wanted to go to was Oregon. I like the Ducks a lot. I had interest from LSU, like Texas, Troy. Memphis was another school that I thought about going to, but I didn't get the offer. So with Nicholls being the last offer on the table, that's why I went, because I feel like it don't really matter what school you go to. Ball is ball, and the work, show itself.
You got off to a fast start at Nicholls. You were one of 2 true freshmen to see the field. I think you finished second on the team with 489 receiving yards. Can you sort of take us through that freshman year for you and what your mindset was going into it?
Can you say that one more time?
You finished with 489 receiving yards as a freshman. You were one of 2 freshmen to play that season, and you were second on the team in receiving yards. So could you take me through that first year for you and what your mindset was going into it?
I knew that I was going to Nicholls. On my visit, I built a relationship, and I found out like who the best players were on the team, and by the time I got there, I already had the relationship built, and my relationship was with Chase Forcade, that was our quarterback, and Damian Jean-Pierre, and those 2 guys, they work hard. They criticize each other. We all criticize each other, but that's just a part of trying to be better. And we went out on the field every day, worked hard, worked on the small details. And we talked about a lot. We watched a lot of film, and that all just played a part in my success.
Now, you had your best season in 2019 as a junior with 54 catches, 1,044 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Can you sort of walk everyone through what clicked for you that you were able to sort of put everything together and take the next step in your progression?
See, my mentality is just to never settle. There's always room for improvement, and every day, every week, every year, every month, I'm working to be better than I was before. So that's where that came from. It wasn't like I was expecting to have the season that I had. I just put the work in, and I know that the results will be there.
If you had to give yourself a self-assessment or a scouting report, how would you describe your playing style?
Um, Very versatile. Like I said, I never settle. I don't limit myself to what I can do. I'm a person that like to try new things, and I like to push myself to go to then you know, I don't know. Whenever my body and my mind tell me that I can't go anymore, I try to push past that, and yeah.
What factored into your decision to return to Nicholls for a fifth year?
um, One thing I wanted to do was graduate college. I didn't want to leave without graduating. Um, I do plan on going back to school at some point. I don't know when, but I wanted to graduate, and I felt like that COVID year was an extra year for me to get better. And me knowing that I go to Nicholls State, it's a smaller school, still D1. Um, I just felt like staying and having patience was the best way to go.
What did you learn about yourself in those 5 years?
Um, well, you learn a lot just from going to college and applying yourself and your mind. Um, I learned how to build connections. Uh, I learned that I'm never going to give up. That was just always a part of me. Um, I fight through adversity. Coming out of high school, it was like a mini university at Nicholls. So being at Nicholls prepared me for college, and I really learned a lot about myself. Uh, I could go on and on and on, but I just would like for everyone to see the man that I'm becoming, and what I really want people to know about me is that I'm a real cool guy, um, and you could talk to me about anything. I'll always be there for you. Um, and just learning how to be a man, just living in this life.
Now, reaching back into your memory bank here, what would you say? What would you say was the most memorable play that you made in college?
That the most memorable play I would have to say would be my freshman year against HBU, Houston Baptist University. Um, I'm a freshman. I came in starting as a freshman, and my whole life I feel like I've always been a part of something big, and I scored the winning touchdown uh, with a few seconds left on the clock. Um, it felt unreal, honestly. I can say that, but the stands were hyped, the team was hyped, I was hyped. Making plays and being with your brothers and seeing everybody else's reactions to things. That's all a part of playing football and taking pride in what you do.
Now, I had Zion McCullum on this podcast a couple weeks ago, and he mentioned Christian Watson and yourself as two of the toughest covers for him throughout his career. Do you remember any of your battles with Zion?
Zion, where did Zion go?
Sam Houston State.
Where did Sam? Oh, that's one of the twins, right?
Yeah.
Um, One thing I can say about the twins is that they communicated, they talked a lot, they were smart, and they were very patient defenders. Real good guys, and you know, he was a good player, and I liked going against him. Him and his brother, even just the whole team, really, because Sam Houston was a good team.
You got invited to the NFLPA Bowl. Do you remember what it was like and how you received the news that you were invited?
Um, they sent me a letter, an invitation to my school, and my coach gave it to me. And it was out there in Cali. That was my first time going to California. The view was nice. The atmosphere was great. I learned a lot, and I had to pick up on a lot faster than I've ever had to, because the NFLPA bowl game, and that week was just preparation for the NFL. I talked to guys like Steve Smith Jr., um, and I forgot his name, but his last name is Boyd. He was a receiver for the Seahawks, and they gave a lot of us some insight in how their first year were. I mean, how their first year was, and things that they had to do, and things that they had to sacrifice.
So you were, by many accounts, you could have been easily the MVP of the NFLPA Bowl week. How do you think that you held up, for that week?
I feel like I did a good job. I've surprised myself with the way that I've caught on to things in such a timely manner, and I feel like I performed. I performed good. Had a good game. I had a good few days of practice. Talked to a lot of coaches. Like I said, met some new people, and I feel like I've really showed them who I am and what I can do with my abilities.
Now the NFL Combine rolls around, and so you run a 4.62 in the 40-yard dash. Was that what you expected?
That is not what I expected. I know I'm faster than that, and one thing about the 40, I feel like it's real technical. Um, and a lot of guys were flying out there. I wish I was one of those guys. But I'm still working. I'm still getting better. I'm working on my speed. I'm working on my strength. I'm working on my routes, my hands, uh, just my knowledge for the game itself too as well. And I'm never gonna stop working, and I'm going to play fast.
Now you play faster than that time. That's why I was a little surprised. But there's more to playing receiver, obviously, than straight line speed. What are some of the things that you're able to do, to make up for the lack of you're not a 4.3 guy, but you do a lot of other things well to get open, and you have the size. So what are some of the things you're able to do to sort of disarm these corners?
So one thing, you know, football is also a mental game. So I use my brain a lot. Like I said, we watch film, me, Chase, Damian, John Pierre. We watch film. You got to study defenses. You have to study your opponents. Um, and just working on my agility, my movement, body control, a lot of things like that, route running, and just playing at 100%.
You played inside and outside at Nicholls State. Is there one position or the other that you prefer and that you feel more comfortable in?
Uh, I feel comfortable in both. I'm just that guy that you could put anywhere on the field and you're going to get something good out of it. I don't think it's a bad idea to move me around. Um, but my main position is playing wide out at the X.
Dai'Jean, what kind of feedback were you getting from NFL teams?
Um, I haven't really been getting any feedback for real. During my interviews, they would tell me, good job, and that they wish me well in this process. And just reading facial expressions, I could tell that they like me. And one thing I feel like I would have to do once I get there on any team is continue to work hard, go harder than I've ever went, and really study a lot of film, so that I can and learn my plays from whichever team, the playbook that they give me, so that I can play at 100% and so that they can get my best self.
Do you know anything about the Eagles?
Um, like what?
As far as what they have at receiver and the direction that they're heading?
uh, I know a few receivers, not all by name, but I feel like they can use another receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like the Eagles. Um, when Donovan McNabb was playing, I like the Eagles. Uh, I like the running backs that the Eagles had, and I feel like the Eagles is a good team. I don't know too much about them, but I'm willing to learn.
Have you had any contact with wide receivers coach Aaron Moorhead at all?
Um, no, I do not. I don't think so.
if you were looking at your skill set from an objective lens, what would you say is the area of your game that needs the most improvement?
I would say football intelligence. Um, I feel like if you know the game, you'll be a better player.
Who were some of your NFL influences, and is there anyone that you patterned your game after?
Um, I watch a lot of Stephon Diggs. I watch a lot of Julio Jones, Calvin Johnson, um, Tavon Austin, um, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Dez Bryant. I could go on and on and on. There's a lot of great players. It's the NFL, the best of the best.
How confident are you in your abilities to compete at the NFL level, and why do you feel that way?
I'm 100% confident in myself because I know the gifts that I was given, and I know my work ethic, and I know that I'm able to catch on, um, you know, visually listening, uh, taking notes. I'm able to catch on fast, and once I feel like I've learned how the team operate and figure out my playbook, and where everybody line up on the field, I feel like you'll get my best self.
How about off the field, Dai'Jean? What are some of your hobbies off the field?
I like the soul. I like to make music. I like to listen to music. I'm really into arts. Um, I just started to form a habit of reading books, um, and just going out and enjoying nature, really.
That's interesting. What? How did you get into art? How long have you been into doing that?
So my mom, she's really into fashion, and I look at fashion as an art. I have a cousin. His name is Detrail Wright. He has his own clothing brand. Um, I don't know. And my dad was an artist. He used to cut my hair a lot. He used to draw a lot of pictures. I just felt like I just feel like art was something that was given to me. Uh, I don't know what really led me into being interested, but I'm interested.
So, for those who don't know, what will the next, I guess, week or so look like for you?
Right now I'm trying to find a venue, um, or just a spot. It could be at any one of my family members' houses, uh, to watch the draft, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel on that day, but I know this was always a dream, and I'm real excited, and I just can't wait to enjoy this moment with my family and friends.
Dejan, have you given any thought to the moment when you may hear your name called on draft weekend and what that might feel like?
Yes, I've thought about it, but like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Um, it's a dream come true, and each and every day I'm getting closer to my dreams. Um, I might cry. I know I'm gonna thank God. That's number one, and I can't really tell you what's after that.
Now, will you be glued to your TV, or are you going to kind of be preoccupied, doing other things to stay busy?
um, I'm not really like a person that move around too much, so I'm gonna be locked into the TV. But I'm gonna also be enjoying my time with my family and friends. Probably eating some good food. You know,
Awesome. Well, we wish you all the best in your future success. For Dai'Jean Dixon, I'm Andrew DiCecco. Thanks for watching Draft Dreams on Inside the Birds. Everyone have a great week.